Hey everybody, welcome to the Wayfare Tavern Test Kitchen. I am Tyler Florence along with Matt Masera.
Hello, hello.
And we've got an amazing dessert for you today. It's summertime. We've got berries coming out the wazoo. What do you do with them all? How about an amazing cobbler from scratch? Not a lot of people know that Matt used to be our pastry chef at Wayfare Tavern here in San Francisco, and he's gonna walk us through what I think is the world's greatest berry cobbler recipe. You're in the right place. Welcome to Wayfare Tavern. All right, Matt, I've had this recipe of yours before. It's amazing, but I've never actually made it with you. Walk me through all the ingredients.
This one's kind of a high-low, so there's gonna be some tricks in it. End of the day, it's just cobbler. So starting out with your fruit, this is 2 pounds of fruit, and this could be subbed out for 2 pounds of peaches, 2 pounds of apricots, whatever you kind of want to make your cobbler out of.
So this is a good all-purpose cobbler technique, but we're using mixed berries in ours.
Exactly, exactly. And then we're gonna be making a biscuit top. We have 6 ounces of white sugar, we have 3 ounces of brown sugar, light brown sugar, some salt, like a pinch of cinnamon, some vanilla extract. We're gonna zest and juice half of this lemon.
Okay.
This is where it gets interesting. So some people put flour and butter into it to make kind of like a roux as it bakes as a thickener. This is potato starch, or you can use tapioca starch. And what I like about it is it's kind of flavorless, but it gives it that like binding and it makes it kind of gel.
Really, really smart concept, right? And so for the most part, just kind of dump and stir, you fold everything in, right?
Absolutely. So with this, we're just gonna dump everything in. Okay. So the brown sugar, white sugar.
Why 2 different kinds of sugar?
Because I like that kind of molassesy note that brown sugar adds to it. It kind of makes it a little more interesting and it's not so vanilla.
Sure, so where the white sugar would just be sweet, the brown sugar has flavor.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
So some salts, always salt your desserts, everybody.
Yeah, it's amazing. That's one of the most spectacular tips from a pastry chef is to add salt to the sugar. It takes it to a whole different dimension.
Yeah, salt adds flavor.
Yeah.
So a little bit of cinnamon, not a whole lot. We don't want this to taste like Christmas, but a little bit of baking spices with the fresh fruit just adds another like flavor element and another note and another layer. I added the vanilla extract in.
Yeah.
Now the potato starch, little acid. This is gonna just brighten everything.
And just half.
Yep, just half, just a little bit.
Okay.
And depending on your fruit too and the ripeness, you can add more, you can add less.
And again, this is a technique more than it is just a recipe. Obviously, we've got mixed berries in here, but peaches, raspberries, all blackberry, whatever, apple, right?
Oh yeah, apple would be great. So we're just gonna put this into like a baking dish and just kind of flatten it out. And then we'll set that aside and we'll make our biscuit topping.
Okay, great, love that.
So with the biscuits, it's 2 cups of flour,
Okay.
1.5 cups of cream. We want it to be a more wet biscuit, so we're just cutting out the butter and we're gonna go all cream.
Sure. Okay, so I'm just gonna chuck this in.
Yep.
2 cups of flour going in, right?
And then tablespoon of sugar.
Okay. Baking powder going in, boom, okay.
And then a teaspoon of salt.
Salt's going in. Give the dry whiz, right?
Yep. And then yeah, just pour that in. And then you want to just take it to right when it comes together.
Yeah.
You don't want to whisk any past that or mix it any past that, because then you're going to start to build glutens in your flour and it's going to make the biscuits really tough and tacky.
So 3, 2, 1, stop. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, boom, done. So you can literally roll this out and cut it with a biscuit cutter and make spectacular biscuits out of it.
Yeah.
Right?
Or you can scoop it.
Or you can scoop it.
And you don't have to make a mess.
I love it. So this is the biscuit dough itself, right? And then so we're gonna scoop this out and this is gonna go on top of the cobbler. Love it.
We have our oven preheated at 350 degrees.
Okay, cool. So show me how to scoop this on.
All right, so I like the scoops because A, it's easier, you're not having to roll it out, you're not making a mess of your countertops with flour and rolling pins and cutters and stuff. This also just makes for a nice, that's a portion, right?
Sure. So you can kind of scoop around, get the fruit, and kind of pull the whole thing out.
Yeah, so when it bakes, like, you know, you can put it on the middle of the table and everybody knows what to go for.
Right.
So this recipe makes about 4 to 6 biscuits, depending on the size of your scooper.
And the biscuit's going to start to break down a little bit and get a little more coverage over top of all this, but as you start to meld, you're literally going to have 3 layers of all this stuff. You're gonna have the fruit on the bottom. You're gonna have that gel consistency right in the middle with the potato starch and fantastic crispy biscuits on top.
Yeah.
Super hot. Okay, oven's preset. We got 350.
Yeah.
And how long is it gonna go in for?
I would say we'll set it for 15, we'll check it.
Okay, great.
But I'm gonna guess it's probably gonna go upwards of 25.
15 to 25 minutes. Let's see what it looks like.
All right, so it's been 25 minutes.
Yep.
Let's check them out.
On the spot, on the nose.
Oh,
This is so beautiful. It's such a great presentation. Come on, look at that. What? Hot, bubbly, biscuit cobbler. Kids,
Juicy.
juicy.
Well, we're gonna level up
Love it.
and just kind of, there's a little melted butter here. This is a pro tip, you don't have to do it.
Yep. Gives a nice little shine on top of the biscuit, right? I love that. And almost immediately, you just really get this deep glow. Just like a little lick of fat on top of the crispy. This is such a simple, really slick recipe, dude. I've had this with Matt a ton. I've never actually got a chance to make it with him.
I'll show you my favorite part if you want to get in close.
Yeah, yeah. Let's get in close.
My favorite part is like right in there. You get this like undercooked kind of gooey biscuit bit that just kind of adds another texture into the mix.
Let's get into it, man.
All right, so let's go with this guy.
Okay. Look at the steam on that. Matt, you dirty, dirty, dirty man.
See this nice velvety syrup? That's because of the potato starch.
Yep.
But see, now the fruit is still not just all broken down into gush. It still has some texture and some form to it.
That's really pretty. And this will thicken slightly at a cooler temperature.
Exactly, this is straight out of the oven.
So it's piping hot.
And then all in mode, because why not?
Why not?
Go with some powdered sugar.
Dunzo, looking good, man. Nice job.
Berry cobbler.
Matt Masera's biscuit berry cobbler, dude, that is sensational. I want to dive in.
Go for it.
I'm gonna get the biscuit cake. See how fluffy it is? It's really, really soft, and that's from the heavy cream. I'm gonna get some ice cream in here. I'm gonna get that big blackberry. Here we go. Well done. Gorgeous. Wow. You gotta make this. You gotta make this tonight. It's delicious. Matt Masera's biscuit berry cobbler, next level. Thanks so much for watching Wolf It Down. Leave us some comments down below, whatever you would love to see us make in the future. We want to make it for you. And then like and subscribe, and then make sure you hit that bell notification. We got so many great recipes coming out for you, and we cannot wait to see you next time in the test kitchen. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. I'll see you later.
Bye, everybody.